never switched that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Been a long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. He's gone over 4 Cardinals and the Vikings on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Murray going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The first down, they start out with Abanikanda. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Stopping the run That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The give now to Abanikanda. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Israel Abanikanda. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after here coming up. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
No, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. This defense for the Cardinals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 65 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is end of the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take... And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. You look at this Arizona defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 31 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
There he goes, left side. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Lance to throw it.
Flushed out right. He's got Allen. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Blue strike.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey Lance.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Once again, it's Swift.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Here now a third down and 8.
On the ball.
On play action, Lance.
That is caught. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Cooper Kupp
With career touchdown number 60. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
To throw, it's Lance. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Here we go.
From the 46, here's second down at a yard.
Ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Lance. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On second down, here's the option. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Lance now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Come back. What you got?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. But now what you want to see this late in the season, medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Murray. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's ready. Watch it. Six. Ready?
Now Lance going to throw.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it.
Okay, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
560.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him ran complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
6. 7. 7.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Ready.
Lance looks to throw again.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, it's Abanikanda. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Completion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start by running the option to the right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
To throw is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start with the option. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Right. Check. Ready?
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend of the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the option to give to Swift here. Through the middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try to run with Swift. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Shotgun now for Lance. This is caught inside the 15. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, That leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
B.J. Ojulari, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. On second down, Swift.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Darnell Washington, 34 yards. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. Drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Right back to Swift again on second down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw, it's Murray.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10.
Murray now.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Brings up 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. But once again, it's Mitchell.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Here's Tune to throw it.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
First down, Murray. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Murray now to throw. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Tune going to throw it.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Brian Asamoah drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain there of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's Murray.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Murray.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Another run with Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Danielle Hunter on the stop. Tackled back at the 41.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.